What is up, guys? Bass Boys here. Today I'm heading over to Bass Lake. I gotta cross this river first. We did this many times already. Just gotta make sure I don't fall down here. Alright. There we are. Real shallow in here. Yeah, we're just gonna make our way here up this hill. This steep hill right here. It's hard to get up this thing. It's like a slippery. Set my rods up there. We are in. There's the lake we'll be fishing at. For those of you who watch the channel, you know, we are at Bass Lake. Like I said, the bite has been pretty good here for crappies. Just been a really hot bite, so we'll see if it continues today. Because well, a little bit as of lately, it's been colder out, dropping into the 30s in the morning. And, you know, low 40s and even 30s at night. And it's been a few days since we've been here. Last night we were at this place called Three Oaks. We fished there a lot. And it's another place that's been hot. And if you watch the recent videos, it's catching some big crappie out of there. But yesterday we went there in the morning. For the first time, I think, ever. I never went there in the morning. And it was a good 8 hours of fishing. And, well, we only managed to get in one fish, if you could believe that. I had plenty of chances. I missed a whole bunch of fish. It was just kind of a day full of bad luck. Like, real bad luck. It could have been a lot better, but it was kind of a disaster. So hopefully today's not a disaster. And it's a successful fishing trip today. Late October. That's where we'll be heading on the other side. That's been the hot zone for the crappies and bass. Doesn't look like anybody's fishing today, which is good. That's how I like it. It's always better when you got the whole place to yourself. We'll find out. I would imagine we're gonna get on some fish quick. So we won't be probably doing too much exploring. Just kind of go to the spot that's been good and fish it. Alright. Well, we're finally here. It's a bit of a walk, but not too bad. Brought 2 rods today. I got a jerk bait on there, and then I have what I've been using for a while is the Slab hunter here, Bobby Garland, 2 1/4 inch, 1/16 ounce jig head. That's a Fusion jig head from Berkley. One of my favorite jig heads to use. There's a couple different kinds. This one's pretty nice. And then St. Croix Legend Tournament Walleye Finesse Series, 7-foot light, extra fast action, and a Shimano Sahara with 8-pound braid. And then I have on a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader, so we don't have to deal with braid and the fish possibly seeing it, even though maybe sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it might matter more. Yeah, the whole braid and fluorocarbon thing. I catch fish sometimes on straight braid and I don't really notice too much of a difference. And other times it seems like I'm getting more bites with the fluorocarbon leader, or just using fluorocarbon, just straight fluorocarbon or something. I think we're here at a good time to start. It's like 3:30 or something. It's a Saturday. Overcast. And about 54 degrees or so. 54, 55. Look at that. Actually, I had something right away. Something real close. Just felt the thing hit it. Uh-oh, that's not a good sound. Yeah, it's not good at all. We got big problems here. I'm about to be very pissed. And I think I have a fish on too. Yeah, that isn't looking good. Unbelievable, you know. Just got started here. Unreal. I'm about to freaking be pissed. Crap, I might have gotten that out. I got lucky. But I don't know if it's going to stay like that. That's the thing. Unreal. I cannot stand that. My spool is not over spooled. My line is not twisted. Why the heck is it doing that? I'm about to just go back to the 6-pound fluorocarbon and just spool it all up with that. But I don't have that, so wouldn't be good to lose half my line out here today. So far, nothing. Nothing yet. Usually when it happens once, it happens again. It seems like water helps though. Put water on the line. There we go. Got a good set on that. This crappie here. Nice one to start off. Every time with this is what I look like. With my arm way up in the air, because I don't ever have enough line. So I can get the hook out here. Good way to start. Start off with a Nice slab. Alright. First one of the day. Ah, there was another one. Another one, and I was a little late. Felt the first bump. Love that bump they get, that crappie. Give that solid bump, and then they tighten up every time. There we go. Another bump. Nice bump. That's got to be a little bit of a nicer slab. The way that thing hit. It is. It's a nice one. Look at that. That meaty thing. Meaty fish. That's what we're after. This is what we're after. These are the ones you want to get. Get that old slab there. And it's so weird because, I mean, this crappie here is pretty good size, significantly bigger than the other one. Like it's, and then it looks the same when I'm looking in the camera. You can tell, yeah, it's more round. They get like round, that's when you know they're getting big. Alright. Crappie number 2, bigger than the last one. That was a nice, perfect set on that fish. That's what you want to hear when you set it. That nice zing. That's when you know you got your drag set good. Right where you want it. I have the tendency of having my drag too tight. I don't know why. Sometimes it feels like it tightens itself somehow. And then you set a fish, it's just all, you know, no drag. You're setting it and you're really putting a lot of strain on the knot and your leader knot, and they could just break. Or you can just pull the hook out of the fish when you're reeling it in. But that's one thing you gotta watch. When you're using light tackle like this, you hook a big fish, you'll lose it if you don't got your drag set good. Alright, so I like the way this is beginning here. Getting these fish. Had a good time. Good time when it's still light out. You can see what's going on. So when it gets dark, it's not as exciting or good to watch. Can't see nothing really. And that's just happens to be when we might have the most action. When it starts getting a little darker. And there's a lake. There's a lake across here. That's why there's the little river in the beginning. I can almost assure you that what we're doing here, catching a couple crappie so far, gonna do that over there. Otherwise, I'd be over there. Another one. It's another crappie too. But yeah, something like that right there ain't gonna happen in the other lake. It's not gonna happen. Maybe if you're really lucky, or if you just happen to find them. I don't know. It's just that lake is a different game over there. For whatever reason, the lake on the other side is sometimes, in the springtime at least, it was good. It was good for about a week and a half. But then it just kind of goes away. You can't catch anymore. And this place is just way better. I gotta get the pliers. Get this out. Alright, crappie number 3. A little bit. It's a bit smaller than the last one. But we're 3 for 3 at the crappie. No bass in sight yet. Oh man, that one slammed it. That one slammed it. I don't know what we got on here. It's gonna be a bass or it's gonna be a crappie, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's a crappie. That's a good one. Another slab. Another monster. Look at that one. Pigs. Chunky old crappie. Man, I love catching these crappie. Love catching these. I love when I catch those monsters. I mean, that's not a monster, but there's a monster's like the one I was catching in recent videos. Those are monsters. When they start getting 16, 15, I would say like 15 to 17 inches, that's a monster. Those are like those ones. Probably around 11, 12, possibly 13 inches, that one. In that big slab territory. It is chilly out here now. Now I got a little bit of a wind going. Feeling a lot more chilly. Hands are gonna start getting that chill. I can already feel it. I am 4 for 4 with them crappie. Don't like to really talk about how we haven't really missed any, but we have not missed any yet. Or wait, did I? I think I might have missed one. Might have missed one of them. But I gotta enjoy this fishing while we can here at this lake here, because we might not, or I might not come out here next year, and I know around the time spot, and then we'll come here and we won't catch any anymore. It's happened in a lot of places. or you'll catch fish in certain areas, and then eventually, oh, there we go, I missed. Damn it. But yeah, I'll catch fish in like certain areas and be good for a couple years, and then it kind of changes, or they kind of just disappear. Next year, I'll come back there. So we gotta catch them while we can here, as long as possible. Let's see, maybe I can continue to move down just a little bit farther down to my left. I'll leave that spot open for, I don't think anybody's gonna come, so hopefully nobody does, because I want to come back here. I'm gonna go down there, try fishing down there, continue throwing the slab hunter for a little while, and then we'll throw out that other bait. See if we can find any fish hanging around that little hump out there. It's like a little hump island. You can take a look. This is just a portion of crappie stuff. This is just like what I bring of Bobby Garland. Most of the stuff in here is Bobby Garland. It's just like one bag. It's full of good baits. Good. This is it though. The slab magnet. It's kind of funny. We're using the slab hunter. Now we gotta try the slab magnet. This is Crappie magnet series. Let's try this thing out. Here it is. Basically looks like a Bobby Garland. Kind of a weird shape. We'll see if it works. I'm sure it's gonna work. Now, I definitely think the slab hunter is much better. The tail, that action it gets, that's where I think what the crappies really like, is that tail. This one's got none of that. I mean, it's got like a thin tail. But they'll like this too. They're gonna like it. So I'm gonna catch something with it. Hopefully it'll cast far enough, or I'll be able to actually cast it. So that's one thing. Sometimes the casting ain't too great when they're lighter. This bait feels a little lighter. You could just put it on a heavier jig. Like a 1/8, but (1/16) is the sweet spot, or at least for what I like to fish with. Alright, let's see if we can get one on here. Let's see if we can get some on here. I'm gonna try to force myself to sit here and use this bait for as long as possible. I think these baits were only $2 for this little bag. I think the slab hunters are $4 or $5 or something. I think it's time to throw that jerk bait out here for a bit. Keep this bait on here. Throw it out there in a little bit again. It's probably going to move down to the hot zone in a little bit. Man, it's getting cold. I'm not putting that hat on though, not yet. Still good. Gotta get the cigar going. Might give us a little good luck. Alright, so let's throw this out. That's a Yamamoto D shad. It's not a Sakamana. I'm not gonna waste one of those. I have so many of these D shads. They're pretty good. They're very similar to the same action, but I think the Sakamata is superior to it. This is the 5-inch version. Same thing as like the 5-inch Sakamata. Using it on my Legend Tournament bass, 7.3 medium, and then Shimano Stratic 2500. And I have my 15-pound fluorocarbon leader on here. Just tied on a new leader because something stupid happened yesterday. I think it was because the knot was bad or something, but I casted it off and it went into the lake and it's gone. So got a new one. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Let's see if we can get anything with this. Well, I think we fished this left side enough to know that there's probably nothing over here. Just head over back to the good spot. Hopefully it's a good spot. Let's toss the D shad out there first. Let's get something on this crappie magnet. Don't know if they're just not wanting those bigger baits. Maybe you just want to be eating something small. Well, it probably won't be long till I'll be putting on the slab hunter again. Alright, we got a fish on it, believe it or not. Alright, well, it was a success. We got a crappie and the crappie magnet. For crappie number 5 today. He ain't meeting crappie slab standard. He's just like making his way to getting there. Just making his way to the slabs in size. I caught one, so I guess we'll use it. Continue to use it. It's the first one for 30 minutes. Wasn't ready for that one. You gotta be kidding me. Wasn't ready for that bite. There we go. The crappie wants to fight. Alrighty. There's another one on the slab magnet. Nice round looking one. Alright, well, since we caught a couple with this, you already know. Let's go back to the slab hunter. It's proven it will catch crappie. Not a surprise. But I like the action of the slab hunter much better than the slab magnet. The crappie magnet. This is the one I was using earlier. The Mo Glow. Never able to find these like in the store. The slab hunter glowing ones. That one slammed it. Slam that thing. These crappies are like, they're ferocious today. That's another nice one. The color on that one, it's got kind of a good color. Greeny, more green. Yeah, I like hooked him in a bad spot. Slab hunter gets another slab. Like it does. You went off good. Man, I couldn't ask for better conditions out here today for crappie fishing. Just seems absolutely perfect. Just one of those days. There's another. They are out. Yes, they are. Another like light colored one. The other one was different. It was like sort of goldish, more silvery. Seems like the bite has kind of slowed down a bit again. It's up, on and off. Let's go back to where the action began. Right here. There's the rock pile. The sewer down there. Kind of wanted to try there before we got out of here. Forgot about that spot. What the hell happened there? Had something just like bite it real close. Almost hit myself in the head. It's almost a headshot. Wouldn't have been good either. There we go. Holy crap. It's a good fish. It's a good crappie. Oh yeah, look at that. Monster. Man. That is a pig of a crappie. Oh my god, he was barely on there. God dang, look at that one. That's what we're after. That's what we're after there. Well, we had a little bit of a downtime again with no bites. And then this big old slab comes along. He didn't fight very hard. I think it was because he barely even knew he was hooked because it just fell out. I was lucky to get that one. Well, I was just about to move over to that one spot to fish. In a completely different area. Let me see what our time is at. See if we got time. We don't got long. We gotta cast at least a few more times in this spot after that. All that was holding that crappie in was tension, that was it. If I would have let that loose, he would have got off. If I really wanted to, I could fish the other lake for just a bit. Not gonna fish it too long, but as I was mentioning earlier how it was, you're not gonna catch when I'm catching over there like you do over here. There's always a possibility of something.
since it's night. And they also mowed down all the, like, the brush around it and weeds. So there's like more spots now to fish easier. So I might actually try it. Okay, well, I might end our little fishing trip here at Bass Lake, or I might go try just down to the left by that pipe or sewer for a little bit longer. But almost pitch black out here. I'm gonna have to at least start walking back. So yeah, maybe I'll fish there and then possibly fish the other lake for a little bit. So yeah, today, if we don't catch any more fish, although we still got a chance down there, we might get lucky over there and get one. But no bass today, which is kind of weird. I think last time we caught like over 10 bass, and then the time before that it was like we caught like probably 20. And today it was just all crappie. It's actually what I would rather catch right now is a bunch of crappies, and we had to got 10 today. It's either 9 or 10, something like that. But the slab hunter keeps catching them, so I'm going to keep using it, even though I did catch a couple with that crappie magnet thing, or slab magnet or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty cold out here right now. I'm kind of surprised that we caught all them fish today. I wasn't really expecting that, so we got lucky. This next time we might not be so lucky here, but we'll see what next time is like. So I'm gonna go head down there, see if we can get any more. If not, we're gonna hit the other lake, see if something can happen there. Somehow get down here without falling down here with my poles. Okay. See if we could do this. It's a lot steeper than what it looks, I think. Alright, well I think that's gonna do it. Fished the quarry here. As expected, caught nothing. Got one bite. Actually fished it longer than I thought it would. But it's just dead here. I don't know what it is about this place. It's just a dead zone. So anyway, it was a slab crappie kind of day over at the Bass Lake. And it was good. So hopefully next time it's just as good or better. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.